Ella rushed through the crowded station, her heart pounding in sync with her hurried footsteps. She had missed the earlier train, and the clock was ticking toward midnight. If she didn't catch the last train, she'd be stuck in the city overnight. She had no intention of spending a sleepless night in a grimy hotel room. Her eyes scanned the departure board for any signs of her train, but it was lost in a jumble of destinations and times. She pushed past commuters and tried to avoid the frantic hustle of the station, her breaths coming out in short bursts. Finally, she spotted the sign for her train platform. The electronic display flashed that the train was boarding. Relief washed over her, and she quickened her pace. As she reached the platform, the train loomed large and majestic, a beacon of hope in the sea of steel and concrete. Ella climbed aboard and found her seat near a window. She settled in, pulling her coat tighter around her, hoping the warmth would soothe her frazzled nerves. She glanced at the other passengers, all of whom seemed equally tired but content to be heading home. Just as the train was about to depart, a young woman hurriedly boarded and sat in the empty seat next to Ella. She looked out of breath and slightly disheveled. Ella gave her a sympathetic smile, and the woman returned it, though her eyes were wide with something else. Anxiety? Long day? Ella asked, trying to make small talk to break the awkward silence. The woman nodded. You could say that. I was almost sure I'd miss this train too. Been a rough week. Ella could relate. She had been swamped with work and the stress of her day had felt never-ending. I know what you mean, Ella replied. Sometimes it feels like everything conspires against you. The woman chuckled softly. Exactly. But I think it's in these moments that we find out how resilient we really are. Ella looked at her with curiosity. What do you mean? The woman hesitated for a moment, then began to speak. My name's Lily, by the way. I was just at a big meeting. It didn't go as planned, but I realized that it wasn't the end of the world. It's just another chapter in a story that I'm still writing. Ella was intrigued. I'm Ella. And I've had a pretty rough day too. Maybe we both needed this train ride to put things into perspective. Lily smiled. Maybe. Sometimes we're so caught up in the hustle that we forget to take a breath and see the bigger picture. The train started moving, and the rhythmic clatter of the wheels seemed to soothe both women. They chatted more about their lives and dreams, discovering that despite their different backgrounds, they shared similar values and aspirations. As the journey continued, the city lights blurred past, and the night grew quieter. By the time the train reached its final destination, Ella and Lily had exchanged contact information and made plans to keep in touch. Ella stepped off the train with a sense of calm she hadn't had all day. The connection she'd made had been unexpected but refreshing. Sometimes, the most important moments come when you least expect them, and for Ella, this chance encounter had turned her rough day into a reminder of the beauty in human connection. As she walked home, the stars twinkling above seemed to shine a little brighter. She was ready to face whatever challenges came next, knowing that sometimes, the universe has a way of putting you in the right place at the right time. Subscribe to Shortsvets.